Okay, hi everybody. Today is a special occasion. We're at my friend Nick's house. He's a good friend of mine from high school, actually, and we're gonna be cooking an Italian-style risotto, I think.
Risotto is an Italian dish. What it is rice, arborio rice, and the approach is just slightly different. What you do is you actually create your sauce and then boil the rice with chicken stock as it goes. Takes about 20 minutes once all the prep is done. In this case, we're using the porcini mushrooms, which were dried. We soaked in a little bit of lukewarm water. Those are just about ready to go. We have shiitake mushrooms, button mushrooms, and that's it. It's a mushroom risotto. Of course, we're going to have Parmesan cheese.
Cool. What do we start with?
Well, you already did the garlic for me, which is great. What we're going to do is we're going to dice some onion. While Zach is doing that, I will go ahead and start with the mushrooms, just getting those prepped up. Lovely shiitake mushrooms, pre-washed, and ready for slicing. What I do is just slice those straight down, like this. We're doing good time here, actually, because I'm used to cooking alone. And we've got Zach here with me. So,
Super chopper!
Of course, one of the other ingredients I forgot to mention is butter. And for all of those who are worried about their weight, well, risotto is a very tasty dish, and like any other tasty dish, it is slightly fattening.
How about these mushrooms?
You can go ahead with those. Those are ready to go.
So slice like the shiitakes?
Yep. Same approach. Porcinis are the mushrooms with the most flavor, and we don't need as much of it. What we want to use it for is mostly just taste. And again, back here we have that chicken stock brewing, which I started a little while ago. I used pre-prepared chicken stock. I added a little bit of my own garlic and a little bit of onion. You can go ahead and slice these up, actually, the porcini mushrooms as well.
So just small.
Just chop them up into small pieces. Yeah, that's going to release the most flavor.
Sounds like Nick's girlfriend's back.
Uh-oh. We're busted.
Hi, Anita.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi. Oh my god.
The cooking show in your house.
What?
This is my girlfriend Fanny, and she's her first time on sound.
Here I'm going to start grating a little bit of the Parmigiano Reggiano, and I have a little bit of Romano cheese too. So we'll do a combination of the two. I like that. Okay. So it's about a cup of this one, and then a cup of the Romano. We're going to put it on high just to get it nice and hot, and then we'll turn it down. We're going to start with the a little bit of garlic. Get hot in just a minute. And we're going to go ahead with our onions. Put our onions in, and we're adding the mushrooms in now, mixing those into the batch. Okay, we're going to throw in about half a tablespoon of red pepper. It's going to give it a nice spice, but not too hot. It's not going to be too spicy. Next ingredient is shiitake mushrooms. I'm going to throw those in, get those cooked down. Our last ingredient before we start adding the rice and the chicken stock is the porcini mushrooms. All right, so now we start adding our rice, Oreo rice. And you throw that into the stir fry and just keep mixing it up. And we'll do it in a couple little applications because we want it to stay hot. We want everything to keep cooking at the same temperature. Now, add a little bit more. All right, so there we have it. All the rice is in. And we'll start adding the chicken stock. Okay, so we'll mix that around.
One thing that's really important, I think, in this recipe, Nick, wouldn't you say, is to keep the temperature high on the cooking and always be stirring constantly.
Yes. Still cooking up. I mean, we're at a low simmer. We're at 2.6, which would be about quarter heat. We turned it down. We brought it down, and You know, right now it's going to bring its heat back up. I just added a little bit more stock to it. It's been about 10 minutes, and we just keep adding broth as we go about every 4 minutes. And our last one will be in a couple more minutes. I just added some. And once we get that in, it's going to cook up, and we're going to add the cheese and a little bit of butter, and we'll be ready to go. Good, so we're going to go ahead and add our butter in there.
Oh, butter. Oh, my Lord. That's a lot of butter.
It is a lot of butter, but the thing you have to realize too is that this is for 8 people. So we keep adding a little bit of Parmesan. We put the butter in. Keep on going with the Parmesan cheese. And we're just about ready. I mean, this is ready to go here.
This is fancy cuisine. This is not like our usual lunches.
Cheers.
I was glad it was your turn to cook.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.